Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Nami, and you're watching Disney Channel. Just kidding. You're watching Life of Nami. Actually, you're not. Life of Nami is my lifestyle vlogs. If you haven't watched any of those, head over to my playlist titled Life of Nami, and you can see me in my element. These videos are actually a part of the Naturally Nami playlist, where I detail my travels for anybody who cares. Today, we are talking about Medellin, Colombia. I asked you guys to ask me questions so I could give you answers, and so that's what I'm doing today. The first question: what do you look for when finding a new area? Well, the first thing that goes through my mind is where I'm feeling called to. And that shows up in different ways. With Thailand, it was a friend bringing it up. I looked into it just a little bit, and within a short amount of time realized, like, yeah, I want to go to Thailand. With Costa Rica, I kind of stumbled upon Costa Rica, but I just felt like I wanted to go anyways. It was supposed to be for vacation, and it turned out to be longer because I really liked it when I went. And then Colombia, I've always felt called to Colombia, and I was actually going to come here before Costa Rica and ended up not doing that. So yeah, it's really just a little bit of where I feel called to, where I want to go, what type of things I'm trying to see. I definitely look for places that are walkable. How do I get around? Is it easy to get around? Will I need to have a motorcycle? Will I be able to take Ubers? Will I need to be on the bus? Will I be able to take a subway or a train? I'm really looking into how will I get around, because I like to be busy. I like to move. I like to go do things. And so, yeah, I'm going to need to know, like, am I going to have to purchase a bike? Will I be able to rent a bike? Am I cool with just riding on the metro? What's going on? I also like to be outside. Wildy likes to be outside as well. So I need something that's walkable for that. Are we going to be able to walk around? If we're not going to be able to walk around, are there parks? What kind of things are there to do? Is it going to be worthwhile? Because if we just go somewhere and we're just stuck in the house all day, that's not going to be aligned with our spirits. Like, we like to be doing things. So I'm looking at what is there to do. I'm also looking at safe, and I feel like safe is very subjective because some people think Medellin is horrible, not safe. But lots of people told me don't go there, and I kid you not, this is like the most peaceful city I've ever been in. Okay. Then again, I'm not doing crazy things, but yeah, I look at where are the safest neighborhoods, where can I be fine with taking my child, da, da, da. And then I look at what is the parks and nature. Now this is where you like need to know what you're going to places for, what you like, do a little bit of soul searching and figure out, like, what do you like? Because I know that if there's not a beach, I need to be able to hike. Even if there is a beach, I kind of want to be able to hike. I want to be able to be outside. Are there parks? If there's not really hiking, are there parks? Can we go and can we picnic and have a good time? Another thing is, are there cafes? I do a lot of editing. I do a lot of computer work. I don't like to be stuck in the house doing that. It's not good for my productivity. And I just like a cafe vibe. Give me a cute cafe to work in. I don't need too many, but like one or two, three good Wi-Fi, comfortable place to be in. Like Chiang Mai was amazing. Colombia is amazing. So yeah, I look at like what kind of like everyday things are around. Will I be comfortable in where I'm at? I'm also looking at what kind of childcare there is. Babysitters, is there going to be daycares? Is there going to be fun things for Willie to do that I don't necessarily have to be there for, because I need my me time and that girl needs to get her energy out. She has a lot of energy. We kind of have a little bit of opposite personalities, where she's extremely sociable and I like to be at the house. So I need to find something to kind of merge the two. And especially me doing this all by myself, I need to be able to have a break. You gotta find your support wherever you can. For me, that means looking into daycares or like centers that I can drop her off. She can have fun. I can go to a park, read my book, go on a coffee date, or go to the spa, get my nails up, whatever I need to do. Like, I just need to make sure that I can do that and that she feels comfortable in wherever I'm able to put her in order to do that. So, what are the pros and cons living in Costa Rica versus Medellin? Okay, so I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of Costa Rica, the big ones for me. Cons is that Costa Rica is super small. It's hard to get things, necessities. It's very expensive. There's not too many things to do there outside of go to the beach, go to the beach, go to the beach. The energy there is transformative and it's very dense. Like, it just feels heavy. It can feel heavy good and it can feel heavy bad. It depends on what you got to go through and how quickly you're getting through your stuff, because it will test you. It's also very humid, so electronics don't work. You are dealing with mold. It's hot. It's kind of hard to find air conditioning there. I didn't have any air conditioning the entire time I was there. Yeah, it's just giving small beach time. That's some people's vibes. For me, it's a very temporary vibe. The pros are that it is quiet, very simple lifestyle. It's really good healing there. It feels really nice. The beach, obviously, the views every day were majestic. It's a beautiful place to be in. It is a small town, so it's nice in that aspect of community, but small town also does have small town vibes. So is life everywhere. Like, it was very healing. It was very nice. Okay, so Colombia. Cons, there's a lot of people. It's a city. It's a big city. There's a lot of people here. There's things going on all the time. That can be a con for some people. For me, sometimes that's a con. So because the city is so busy, you have to ground more. We're at a super high altitude too, so you just feel very airy. Like, you can just go one way or the other. There's so many things to do here. With lots of things to do, that means you're spending more money. It is very cheap here, but yeah, you do end up spending more because you're just wanting to go, oh, everything is fun. It's like, what can I spend my money on today? One more con is that the air is very dry. There's also not a lot of natural products for my skin personally. Yeah, I don't know. I'm loving it here, so I don't have too many cons. Like, honestly, I can deal with all the stuff. Okay, pros. Variety of things to do. Like I said, so many freaking things to do. It's amazing. It's a city. Community events. Like, it's very family oriented. There's parks everywhere, nature everywhere. It's a green city, which I've never seen before in my life, a city that's this green. You can watch my first impressions video too. I talk a lot more about Medellin and like the vibes here. The weather is perfect. It's spring here all the time. There's like apparently 2 months of rain in October and November right now. Never thought I would be in a climate that was as amazing as California. And boom, here we are in Medellin. The next question is kind of like a follow-up to the last. How do I like the vibes compared to Costa Rica? And I already said I love them. They are amazing. It's completely different than Costa Rica. It's a big city. It's not even comparable, honestly. It is giving pura vida still here. Everything is very nice. The people are so nice. Like, yeah, you can live a simple life here in Medellin. Simple yet eventful life. Cutesy, demure, mindful. For me personally, it's been very aligned. I feel just really good and in my element here. It's kind of, I thought I wasn't a city girl anymore. And I'm realizing like that girl never left. She's still here. I still do like the city. I could definitely be on island time, but even this pace here, I'm digging it. And it's not super crazy busy, at least outside of my comfort. I love it so much. Okay, so how do you travel around Medellin? I kind of touched on this a little bit. Medellin has the best metro in the country. It's great. The metro goes everywhere and it's like a train and it's very clean. The buses are really great. You can also ride around on Uber. There's another app called Didi. I believe there also is InDrive here, which is an app that you can also use in Southeast Asia. Uber works. Everything is very cheap. It's like $1 to get across the city, $2, maybe $3. There's also taxis everywhere. You can also order taxis on Uber. You can also ride motos here. like taxi services like you would do in Thailand. So yeah, there's a lot of options for transportation. You really don't need your own transportation. Depending on where you live, it's very walkable. If you're in Lareles, very walkable. I'm in San Javier, and that is walkable as well. I know you can walk around in Poblado. This has nothing to do with Colombia, but somebody asked me what is going to be my next destination. I don't want to leave here. I want Colombia to be where I settle down. I don't want to leave here until I'm bilingual for sure. So I would say at least a year. But the next places that I would like to travel to, because we're never going to stop traveling, is Brazil. I have a friend that's going to Suriname. I would love to go there and visit. Honestly, like all of the places, Chile. I want to go to everywhere, anywhere I haven't been. I still have yet to really venture around in Central America outside of Costa Rica and Panama. I want to go to Ecuador. Ecuador is in South America, but you get me. I want to go to Guatemala, Nicaragua. I want to go everywhere. So yeah, I also never been to Mexico, and I lived in California my entire life. So duh, I need to go to Mexico as well. But I've also been looking into Buenos Aires. That looks like a vibe. I have some Venezuelan friends. They're going through a lot right now. But if that lets up, it would be really nice to also go to Venezuela. I still have yet to touch into Europe. There's a lot that's going on as far as us staying here, but in between things, I'm still wanting to book trips elsewhere. And that's also part of the reason why I do want to settle here for a while and just be able to like take shorter trips but not have to take all of my stuff. And yeah, so we'll get into that, but that's where I plan to travel next. Okay, another good question is how often do I speak Spanish here? And the answer is every day. I am speaking Spanish in my head. I'm having conversations in my head. I don't know if you guys have scenarios that play out in your head. Mine are in Spanish. And when I don't know what to say, I look it up. But as far as like communicating with other people, they don't really speak English here. So yeah, you're gonna have to know some Spanish. You're gonna have to at least have your phone on you. There's people who get around it if you live in Poblado or maybe in Lareles, but it's gonna be uncomfortable if you don't speak it or at least try to or are not actively learning and going along the way. So I recommend that you really go hard and learn as much as you can. What type of things are there to do in Medellin? Like I said, there's arts. You can go to museums. They have a lot of cultural events that go on. Um, there's dancing. You could do a lot of salsa, bachata. Afro fusion is really big out here. Reggaeton, dance hall. There's concerts. You can go to Bogota, and there's concerts there as well. It's like an hour plane ride, I think. What else is there to do? There's hiking. They have lots of waterfalls, rivers. There's just like a lot of murals all over the place. Lots of cafes. They have really good food scenes so far that I've experienced. I've heard people say otherwise, but so far for me, the food has been great. And yeah, just like hanging out at the parks, botanical gardens. Chilling is like a really big thing here. Like people go and they chill on the weekends. You're seeing people chill. Also, there's a big party scene. So if you like to party, there's that. They got rooftop vibes. There's a lot going on here. Like the city has a lot going on. Is it dog friendly? It's very dog friendly. There are literally dogs everywhere. They love their dogs. So yes. What is the spiritual and health wellness looking like here? Very prominent. There's lots of vegan foods. There's lots of plant-based stuff. You have yoga. Ayahuasca is legal here. There's lots of plant-based plant medicine ceremonies. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I haven't really dived into it as much. It is a little bit more in the cut, but there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of retreats going on here. Yeah, and the city is a healthy city. The labels on the food are telling you exactly what's in it, whether it's like excess sugars, excess saturates, excess sodium. They make sure to tell you on there. And yeah, they got a health tax. Like it's giving very healthy. It's giving very proactive about health. What neighborhoods do I recommend? Okay, so If you want to be in Gringo Land, you're gonna go to El Poblado. Laureles is like more artsy scene, more it's next to the university. It is nice, it's quiet, still has cafes, bars. It's like Poblado, and then Laureles. San Javier, where I'm at, is more of a local feel. You also have, what else is there? If you don't care to be like in the city, like in the heart of the city, you can go to the south and you can go to Envigado. The north is Buenos Aires neighborhood, and that's like an up and coming neighborhood, developing neighborhood. There's also Itagüí. Yeah, there's a lot of places here. There's a lot of places that you can get into. Everybody pretty much goes to El Poblado or Laureles, and there's like different little sub neighborhoods in between. But yeah, if you're wanting richy rich gringo land, want to speak English, go to El Poblado. If you want to chill out and ride your skateboard and walk around and not really have to worry, you can go to Laterales. What do I do for healthcare here in Colombia? My healthcare does not change whether it's Thailand, Costa Rica, or Colombia. I use Safety Wing. They're great. Oh, my food's here. While I was going down there, I thought about a few more pros. You can order things here. There's Amazon. You can order things easily through like other apps. They have this app called Rappi, which is like Uber Eats, but you can order anything. Order some clothes from the Nike store. You could order pots and pans. Like they have everything. You can order anything on there. It's great. Food. But that's about it. Those are all the questions that I got. If you have more questions, definitely drop them in the comments below and I'd love to answer them. Head over to my website, naturallynami.com, if you want to read some blogs on my travels. If you'd like to take a trip with me, go ahead and look in the description for the link to Trova Trips, because I plan trips, group trips, where I'm hosting and we're doing fun things that I like to do and that you probably like to do. Fill out the survey and let me know where you'd like to go and what things you like to do there. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Nami Hewitt. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed already, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see more. Comment if there's any specific videos you want to see of me while I'm here in Medellin, or if you have anything you want to see added into the vlogs. Yeah, we're just like really getting into exploring around, and I'm down to do anything that seems interesting. So let me know. And that's about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.